It is now Lima Time, a program designed to promote the transformation of the agricultural sector for improved income, food and nutrition security, brought to you by the National Agricultural Information Services, NAIS. Stay abreast with the latest appropriate technologies and policies to increase your production and productivity in crop, nutrition, livestock and fisheries. Lima, moving the agriculture sector forward.
Vitamin A deficiency affects many people in Zambia. The most vulnerable to this challenge are children under the age of 5, pregnant and lactating mothers. In children, vitamin A deficiency causes, among other health complications, stunting or low height for their age. In the Eastern Province, stunting in children under 5 years old is at 34%, according to the Zambia Demographic and Health Survey of 2018. This is partly attributed to the limited consumption of vitamin A-rich foods by most households, especially in the rural communities. Understanding the health risks associated with vitamin A deficiency, the Zambian government, working with partners, has put in place interventions to improve the intake of this nutrient by the country's population. One of the partners in promoting vitamin A intake is the Food and Nutrition Security Enhanced Resilience FANZA project. In Zambia, the FANZA project is implemented by the German International Corporation GIZ with support from the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development. The project aims at improving the situation of food and nutrition insecure people, particularly women of the reproductive ages 15 to 49 and children under 2 years old.
As a project, we are working in 2 districts, Petauke and Katete. Then we are actually planning to expand into Sinda district. So the purpose of the project is to reduce the high levels of malnutrition in the district I've mentioned, which is Petauke and Katete. The district have quite a high prevalence of stunting, around 30%, and this is why we actually trying to work with the collaborating partners such as the Ministry of Agriculture, Catholic Relief Services, which is CRS, and the Ministry of Health, including the Zambia Agriculture Research Institute.
Tili na ulimi wa mbwasi monga mwaona kuti tili na vikandolo pano viweme. Ndipo kandolo yamene iyi ni yabwino, ndipo tiletera programu iyi yakuti tiziwe kulima kandolo iyi ni wa GIZ. Amene tinayamba kuphunzira maphunziro aya, so tuonamo phindu mkati mwa mbwasi yamene iyi. Chifukwa itithandizira mthupi, ndiponso chifukwa ni yayi orange apa paili itithandiziranso kumenso. Ngani neo pano nenzoona lini bwino but peni yamba kulia imbwasi awe nuverenga lomba bwino.
Kandolo tikayilima tingakhaleso na ndrama pakhomo timagulisa, komanso mayani aja ya kandolo kapena kuti kholowa. Ija kholowa timayiphika upanga ndiyo. So tikakhala na kandolo tikayilima ija kandolo tingagulisenso olokhala na ndiyo zokwanira, ngati ndiyo zavuta basi tithola chabe mayani aja nopanga ndiyo pakhomo. So tifunika iyi kandolo tizilima kuti tikhale na chakudya chokwanira komanso na ndrama pakhomo singasowe komanso nokhala na ndiyo.
Our role as the Ministry of Agriculture in this is just to promote the growing of orange fresh sweet potatoes, so that when the farmers get to know more about this, the benefits about this, the farmers will definitely adopt. And when they adopt, it means, as the ministry, we would have helped them in improving their nutritional, lacking aspects like sight and also improvement of their immunity.
The overall objective of FANZA project is to improve the food and nutrition security and dietary diversity of women of reproductive age, being the pregnant and lactating mothers, and children under the age of 2. This is to tackle malnutrition during the first 1,000 critical days in order to end the vicious cycle of stunting. To achieve this goal, the FANZA project is promoting nutrition-sensitive agriculture interventions such as training beneficiaries on the production of orange-fleshed sweet potatoes, including food preservation and storage.
The main objective of the FANZA project is to reduce the malnutrition levels at household level in the rural parts of the district as mentioned. So we as GIZ are working together with the Ministry of Agriculture and also with the ZARI Musekera Research Institute.
By supporting this intervention, the production of orange fresh sweet potatoes, at the end of the day, we want actually to see improved consumption of vitamin A foods. Among these is the orange fresh sweet potato for sweet potatoes. So through this consumption, one of the benefits of this crop, as you know, when it contains vitamin A, is actually improved good sight, just also improved the general well-being of the target group, women of reproductive age, pregnant mothers, and also children under 2.
Tiri pano pa demo yamene baby demo ya kandolo wa orange. Mbewu izipete tilandira na mapunziro mwenze mwezi wa January. So tikalandire mbewu izi tewera kuno na kuzochita demo then tefola kuno shanga. So pamene pete shanga teona kuti ni mbewu zakuti zikupia fast. Chifukwa zilotolere nthawi zichipia fast na kuti pali pano teyamba nokolola.
Taonamo kuti kandolo ya makolo iyi kuti imabereka mbewu zochepekera ndiponso ngakhale tumbewu twamene ntwatung'ono tanthauza kuti izi mbewu zilipo tiberekere bwino. Izi mbewu za sopano matwalidwe ioneka kuti zatichitira bwino kwambiri.
In the Eastern Province, the FANZA project is promoting the production of vitamin A-rich orange-fleshed sweet potatoes among target smallholder farmers in Katete, Sinda, and Petauke districts. The FANZA project is implementing this program in collaboration with the Zambia Agriculture Research Institute, ZARI, at Musekera Station in Chipata under the Ministry of Agriculture. The Zambia Agriculture Research Institute has been developing orange-fleshed sweet potato varieties in the province.
GIZ FANZA project, in collaboration with Musekera, we are working together and the Ministry of Agriculture to promote the orange-fleshed sweet potatoes to our rural farmers in Katete, Sinda, and Petauke. But we did a pilot training here in Katete and in Petauke. Altogether, about 1,000 farmers under the pilot training, and here in Katete we did for 400 farmers.
We are here with the main interests. The main interests of beneficiary farmers are women and children of age below 2 years. Promoting this variety of orange flesh is in order to address the vitamin A deficiencies which have been reported here in the district.
I have a few, 3 tubers from the 3 different varieties of the orange-fleshed sweet potatoes. These potatoes you see with me, they play a very big role in the nutrition status of lactating mothers, those with children under the age of 2, and even in adults.
We have 5 different improved sweet potato types which we've introduced here, and farmers have contributed their own. So when we planted these ones in January and we're harvesting them now, so we've been monitoring these mother demos both in Katete and Petauke, and what we hope is that by the end of the day farmers would have selected what suits them.
A 2009 research by the Food and Agriculture Organization and other studies have shown that the consumption of vitamin A-rich foods and supplements improves human health. The target farmers in Katete, Sinda and Petauke districts have been taught about some of the health benefits of vitamin A intake.
Yachimunzi yove yatipasa losi pali chatapezamo koma izi mbewu zechitipasa GIZ zeve zutwala bwino ndipo zutithandiza ku nutrition makamaka ku bana ndiponso bazima apakati ndiponso kuli ovutikira meso yuthandizanso ku meso ndipo pali mbewu zambezi 1 nda zambezi 2
yala ituva kandolo ingaba ya bwino kundiyo tyala koma zitetezo zusiyanako na kandolo iyi ya orange. So tieni tifulumire kuti tinkhale na kandolo iyi kupyata for 3 months yapya mwachiona ichi chikulukulu ichi chili mdishu ichi chikulu chakuti mwana mmoja angachisirije lini wena mkaikapokapo yatipe pani mwana kuya hutuka pakuya kusukulu.
Uyu kandolo unaphindu kwambiri ndawa pete nayamba ubyala kuti naphunzirira ku pakademo taona maphindu yambiri ndawa tinabyala kandolo yosiyana mbewu koma orange inachita bwino pambana mbewu zinzake. So ise tapezamo phindu pa iyi mbewu ya orange. Iyi mbewu ithandizira kuli bana ngakhale akulu.
Iyi kandolo ya vitamin A tingadyeseso ngakhale bana 2 years komaso tikadyeseso azimayi omwe ali na pathupi azimayi omwe ayamwisa. Iyi kandolo imapereka vitamin A m'mathupi mwathu. So iyi kandolo tifunika oyilima kuti tizikhala ni chakudya chokwanira m'makhomo mwathu.
The promotion of orange-fleshed sweet potatoes started with the training of farmer beneficiaries in the 3 districts. In the production of these sweet potatoes, farmers were taught to use practices such as early planting, correct spacing on the ridges, weed control, and harvesting when the crop is fully mature.
Last year we entered in partnership with the Zambia Agriculture Research Institute, which is Msekela, and we actually gave out some orange fresh sweet potato vines to about 1,000 beneficiary households under the project. Here in Petauke we gave out 600, and in Katete we gave out 400.
We are promoting this because most of the communities here are resource poor, and they don't get to eat enough of vitamin A foods at the household level. So any food that is orange, the orange color, that's beta carotene. That's what our bodies convert that into vitamin A. So all sweet potato types are nutritious except these ones with the orange color have the vitamin A.
Pano tili kuno kumunda wa chionesero komwe tinalima mbewu ya kandolo orange wamene anatipasa wa GIZ. Ndipo kuno kwathu nchaka choyamba kuti tilimeko mbewu izi. Ndipo pa mbewu izi taphunzira ndipo taona kuti mbewu za chizungu izi zili zabwino.
Mbewu yasu kulingana na nthawi ino atafika kuti ngati takolola mulibemo tingaisungire kuti next year tizetilime futi, so tipereka muli wala wali na magarden kuti washange batisungireko mbewu ila. So tinkhala na ka group pa time ila kuti zapaka na kuti tufuna tishangeko minda tuchita tugawana izira mbewu kuti ku area konse kuno zinkhale mbewu zamene izi. Kwani mbewu za bwino ngako za kuti taona zuchita bwino ndiponso olo video zuchita lini kwene video ya
Naya
From the time of growing the orange-fleshed sweet potatoes up to harvesting them, officers from the project used the participatory variety selection approach with farmers. They focused on the factors of early maturity of the crop, resistance to pests and diseases, as well as the yields. At the harvest time, the target farmers and school children were given cooked sweet potatoes, which they tasted and chose their preferred varieties in terms of taste, starch, fiber content, and the orange color. Participants prepared the orange-fleshed sweet potatoes using different methods, such as cooking the tubers and making chips to encourage consumption of vitamin A-rich foods among the local people.
We gave out about 3 to 5 varieties, and we're actually trying to test these varieties in terms of which is the best varieties in terms of taste, and also which is the best varieties in terms of fiber content, and also the color as well. Then from there, at the end of it all, we are going to select the best variety, which will actually be promoted among the smallholder farmers. So we feel this way, we as a project, we're actually contributing to the improvement of nutrition among the target group in the district. And this activity is very important because we are giving an opportunity to the farmers to actually select the best varieties which can be promoted, unlike where it's top down, but this is actually bottom up. So the farmers, they are going to select the best varieties which they have seen from the ground and also from the test.
The farmers have to select first sweet potatoes that are high yielding, that have high dry matter, have got also less fiber in them, and are sweet. So that's what we're doing here. So once they select a variety that suits them, then we shall proceed to have these varieties officially released. So thereafterwards, then seed multiplication and other outscaling and upscaling programs would follow.
Why are we promoting this same sweet potato? It's because of the vitamin A which is contained in the orange-fleshed sweet potato. And as a country, we have high levels of vitamin A deficiencies, which is a form of malnutrition on its own. So as a result of that, consuming much of this orange-fleshed sweet potato will help these levels to go a little bit down.
The more reason we are promoting the orange-fleshed sweet potato is because it is almost available, locally available to each and every household in our communities. For example, during breakfast, almost each household will be able to consume the orange sweet potato. When it's out of season, for example, they can grow it in the gardens and they can have it throughout the year.
To understand the opportunities and challenges in the adoption of the orange-fleshed sweet potatoes, the ZARI and FANZA project officers used focused group discussions with farmers. The focused group discussions approach also helped the officers to discuss and learn about which orange-fleshed sweet potatoes performed well and which ones did not. This was important as it helped the researchers to know which sweet potato varieties to promote further.
This is a demo field where the different varieties of orange fresh sweet potatoes were planted by the farmers. And here we are carrying the field harvest and test assessment in order to determine which varieties of orange fresh sweet potatoes do farmers like. So this process, our colleagues from Sekera are collecting information from farmers on their different appearances, different tastes of the food for them to have the idea and also to know which varieties can be promoted and scaled up.
This has also drawn the interest of different farmers, as you can see in the background, where we are farmers whom we've called here to help us select their suitable variety of orange fleshed. And some of the varieties I'm having, these are some of the varieties to show the root tubers that we've grown here. And the farmers, we've engaged the farmers to choose the variety that will be of their interest so that we promote in the coming seasons in order to address the food security challenges they've been facing.
It's also true that some farmers have failed to adopt this due to, their mindsets are just fixed on the odd varieties which our parents have been using, despite having seen how better these varieties perform in the field. And then, so my appeal is that everyone should adopt these varieties because they are important, and I've mentioned previously the importance.
The orange-fleshed sweet potatoes being promoted by ZARI in partnership with the FANZA project will help communities in the Eastern Province and beyond to enhance their intake of vitamin A, which they need for their good health. In addition, this initiative will help the communities to increase their income through the selling of orange-fleshed sweet potatoes.
Mao inga nao kuri wanzanga tuli mugulu wa FANZA tiyende nkhale wakati jana mugulu iyi kuti sonze limodzi kuti tipezemo phindu ndiponso kwawo otimvera ndikhulupirira kuti tivuendereni pafupi kuti namomweyo munkhale na mbali kumbewu izi kuti mutengeko kuti mukobyala kuma minda yanu kuti mukapezemo phindu kudyesa vana vanu ndiponso kupezeramo malonda.
Our farmers, let them produce these sweet potatoes and increase the hectareage. So it's not just about market, but they should also preserve these sweet potatoes for home consumption because they need the nutrients which we are talking about, the vitamin A. And after producing, they should also preserve, because there are several ways of preserving the sweet potatoes so that they can have them for a long time, maybe up to even December, they can be consuming these sweet potatoes. And this is by drying or just preserving them as fresh as they are.
I'm appealing to everyone out there, even those farmers who are not under GIZ, who are not under this program, they should adopt these practices, especially the growing of these varieties which I've mentioned, to say orange fresh sweet potatoes, because they are very vital in maintaining our health. They help us improving our sight and also improving our immunity.